scope to see how better to respond in the future and how to protect some of those most vulnerable areas. On the west side, I'm Senior Neighborhood News reporter Suzanne Stevens, KRIS6 News. At the peak of last week's fires, Corpus Christi had 12 to 13 fires burning simultaneously, leaving the department without any available engines. Assistant Fire Chief Billy Bellew says it was a first for him.
At one point in town, we had no available engines, which I've been in the fire department 20 years, and this is the first time in my career that I've actually seen that happen.
Fires including the one at Oso Disc Golf Course on the south side and a grass fire at Crosstown and Galahar stretched the department to its limits. To keep up, the fire department had to call back additional personnel and put out-of-service engines back into action. Bellew described the experience as a valuable learning opportunity, one that will help improve their response to future fires.
And right now we're working on after actions to be able to bridge the gap between what we felt like we didn't do well and what we can basically improve on the next situation that we have.
While Corpus Christi has a dedicated fire department, Sinton does not. Even so, both departments struggled with manpower and resources during the crisis.
I know we spent about $2.1 million on 2 new 500-gallon fire trucks. I know they're going to be replacing 2 aging units. And maybe, with this wildfires going on and everything, maybe we could keep those 2 aging units for backups.
The Corpus Christi Fire Department already has brush trucks deployed in high-risk areas, including the extreme south side, Flower Bluff, and the island, locations where dense brush borders residential areas, making them vulnerable to outbreaks similar to the fires in Sinton.
Well, in Beeville now, the police department is asking for your help locating those responsible for break-ins of 2 fire trucks. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam spoke with Beeville Chief of Police Kevin Baer, who says that 2 out-of-town trucks were broken into, one Friday, the other one Saturday. The fire crews were in Beeville for dinner after assisting with the Sinton fires. A chainsaw was stolen from the first vehicle. A water pump was stolen from the other one.
Folks should always have their head on swivel. This type of crime is a crime of opportunity. They knew that, because we've had 2 in 2 days, someone is zeroing in on them.
Well, Chief Baer also says that as of this time, the department believes both crimes were committed by one person. So if you have any information, you should contact the Beeville Police Department at 361-358-8100.
I'm your Sinton Neighborhood News reporter, Adam Beam, standing in front of just one of the homes affected by the Welder fires. Now, almost a week later, the recovery process continues. The question now is, what comes next?
It's been surreal. It's been gut-wrenching.
Mayor Mary Spidell describes the emotion of the past week following the devastating fires in Sinton.
These are my friends. This is my community.
The Welder and railway fires burned over 800 acres of land, with nearly 40 homes either heavily damaged and 17 destroyed entirely.
It's overwhelming. I mean, the outpouring of assistance, just the concerns, the people commenting, hey, anything we can do.
Now the road to recovery begins for the neighbors most affected. Clemente and Elena Sanchez, 2 former firefighters, being among the victims.
We're trying to protect everybody's homes from burning, but the 50 miles per hour winds did not help us at all.
But while the damage to their home was not as severe as some of their neighbors, their road has become far more tricky.
They had broken into my house and they stole all our power tools that we were using. And then they ransacked the rest of the house. We are staying at a friend's house, but it's not the same. This is home. This is where I got to come back to. I want to live here.
But through the tears and the heartache for both members of the Sinton family, one thing has gotten them through it all.
And that's the biggest compliment I can give to this community is they've shown up, they've stepped up, they've provided whatever's necessary.
Just keep an eye on each other, because you're here 1 minute and it's gone. Everything's gone the next. So just be careful and be kind to each other.
Mayor Spidell tells me that the council will extend the disaster declaration until the middle of March just as a precaution. As for the Sanchez family, a GoFundMe has been set up to assist them in recovering what they've lost. If you want to learn more, you can find out on our website at kristv.com. Reporting from Sinton, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam, KRIS6 News.
Adam, thanks. Mother Nature provided the formula for last week's fire disasters. The main ingredients, strong winds plus extremely dry conditions. Senior meteorologist Bill Alexander joins us now in the studio. Is that combination something that we need to worry about in the week ahead for spring breakers?
No, it's something we need to prepare for and count on. These things are real, and this is typical for early in the year. We're going to be dealing with strong winds, low humidity, and the potential for that very dry air to continue to be in place throughout the week to come. Now, this overnight, we got down to 40 degrees this morning. Overnight tonight, we got a little bit of a southeast wind, which helps us out a bit, but we're still going to get in the lower 50s. Now, tomorrow, we're going to start off in those lower to middle 50s and finish up in the upper 70s, but the difference is we're going to have some more wind tomorrow, ergo the elevated fire danger. So what we're looking at right now is temperatures that are responding to that nice high pressure, upper 60s to middle 70s, lower 80s at Kingsville, but notice the wind, it's not real high right now. That's going to be changing in the next couple of days, and the combination of that and this humidity that's not going to be rising appreciably puts us in a bad situation where we're going to have to be watching for elevated fire danger Tuesday, Wednesday, and again Thursday and Friday. That's the way it looks.
All right, Bill, we'll talk to you in just a minute. Now, today marks a grim milestone in our ongoing water crisis. It's been 1,000 days since Corpus Christi residents first went under water restrictions. Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber has more on that.
We've been behind for years, as far as our water supply.
Changes have been put in place for this area when it comes to stage 1 drought restrictions.
So much for the city of Corpus Christi also under stage 2 water restrictions now. And here's what this means for you.
The city of Corpus Christi says they expect to declare stage 3 water restrictions in mid-December.
Here at KRIS6 News, we've been reporting on water restrictions for a long time. And as our sinking lake levels continue to reach new lows, Corpus Christi water customers will continue to face water restrictions.
So the days kind of come up on us quickly, but wow, we've come to 1,000 days where we have been under